I know we all love a good reality TV show. From Survivor to Real Housewives to MasterChef, these series and how we respond to them often reflect more about our society than we realize. Like Summer House. This season of Summer House centers on a messy love triangle. A black woman, her white ex-boyfriend, and her best friend, a white woman, going through a divorce who is now dating the ex. Messy? Absolutely. But this conversation goes beyond reality TV drama because sometimes it's not just about broken girl code. It's about who gets protected, who gets centered, and who is left to carry the emotional weight. You don't have to watch Summer House to understand this dynamic because chances are you've seen these dynamics play out in the workforce or maybe even your personal life. Today we're unpacking white feminism, what it is, how it shows up in society, and why it falls short of true liberation for all women. White feminism isn't about individual white women. It's a systemic framework that centers the experiences and priorities of white, often middle and upper class women, while overlooking the intersecting realities of women of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, disabled women, and those from marginalized communities. During the suffrage movement, white women fought for the right to vote, but often excluded black women from that fight. Black suffragists such as Ida B. Wells were often pushed to the margins or forced to march separately. Fast forward to the Me Too movement, which was created by a black woman, Tarana Burke, but when it went viral, the spotlight centered on wealthy white actresses. In contrast, the voices of black women, low-wage workers, and marginalized survivors were pushed to the margins. Feminism seeks equality with men, but often within the same systems that continue to oppress others. And if those systems aren't challenged, then who is that equality really for? As legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw explained, systems of oppression like racism, sexism, and classism don't operate independently. They overlap, shaping how people experience the world. Equality for some women is not the same as liberation for all women. So when feminism ignores race, it ignores reality. Witness the recent controversy on the reality TV show Summer House, involving Amanda Batula, Wes Wilson, and Ciara Miller. On the surface, it appears to be a simple girl code violation. Amanda pursued a relationship with West, someone who had a romantic history with her friend Ciara. However, upon closer examination, the situation reveals broader societal dynamics. Public conversations often center on Amanda's feelings. Meanwhile, Ciara's experience of betrayal can be minimized, and she's often expected to handle the situation with grace and composure. What makes this contrast even clearer is when we compare it to another major reality TV scandal, Scandival from Vanderpump Rules. When Ariana Madix discovered that her long-term partner Tom Sandoval had been having an affair with her close friend Rachel Leviss, most of what I noticed from the public response was nothing short of swift and unwavering support. Rarely did you see the audience telling her to minimize her feelings. She was encouraged to express her anger, confront Rachel, and fully embody her hurt. Her pain was validated, centered, and supported. We saw this through the brand deals Ariana received, becoming the new host of the TV show Love Island, starring as Roxy in the Broadway show Chicago, and becoming a contestant on Dancing with the Stars, all after the scandal broke the internet. So it raises an important question. Why is the response different when it comes to Ciara? Some viewers have suggested that Ciara's feelings are less valid because she and West were not in a formally committed relationship. But emotional betrayal doesn't require a label to be real. And when we look deeper, we must consider whether race plays a role in how empathy is distributed. Both Ariana and Rachel are white women, and their conflict was framed within a narrative that allowed space for vulnerability and public support. In contrast, Ciara, a black woman, has in some conversations been expected to downplay her hurt or simply move on. This reflects the expectation that black women should be resilient and unbothered, reinforcing the strong black woman stereotype. This imbalance mirrors how white feminism operates in society, prioritizing the emotional narratives of white women while sidelining the experiences of women of color. When accountability is required, that solidarity can become selective. These dynamics extend far beyond television. We see them in workplaces where women of color are overlooked for leadership roles, in media coverage that prioritizes the stories of missing white women over those of marginalized communities, and in policy decisions that address gender inequality without considering how race and class shape those experiences. When feminism fails to address these intersections, it reinforces the very hierarchies it aims to dismantle. The story unfolding on Summer House isn't just about friendship or romance. It's a reminder of how society decides whose pain matters and whose is overlooked. Because feminism that excludes isn't feminism, it's hierarchy. And if our goal is true liberation, then intersectionality isn't optional, it's essential. I'm Meikko Love, and this is Generation Girl Code.